Let's go ahead and start fixing our map. First, I hide my zones because I no longer need to work with them. I think I want to start by making the tire work. I enter edit mode, then I make sure I have face select turned on. I select the face of the tire and press dot on my numpad. This centers the tire nicely in the viewport. Now, holding shift, I select all of the faces of the tire. Next, I hit P on the keyboard and separate by selection. Press tab to leave edit mode, select your tire and rename it to tire. This tells MapMod that this object should make players bounce. Real quick, I put the tire into a collection to stay organized. I go through the same process with the spinner. I enter edit mode, select my spinner, then separate by selection. Now I rename my object to spinner. This keyword tells MapMod that this object should spin. I also add the boom keyword. This makes us bounce against the spinner. Now I do the same thing with the snowball pile as I did with the tire. Adding the snowball pile keyword to the object makes the object a snowball pile. Now I just do some quick organization. Over here I want to get started with turning these stairs into ramps. I start by selecting the cursor tool, then I select where I want the bottom of my ramp to be. Pressing Shift A on the keyboard, I add in a plane, then I press G to make sure it's snapped to the grid. Entering edit mode, I press Edge Select, then I move the edge furthest from the stairs until it's one block away. Next, I move the edge closest to the stairs towards the top. Finally, I move the side edges to make my ramp wide. I also like to press E on this edge here and extrude it out like so. This helps fix some weird collisions that happen in game. I jump ahead and do this for the other stairs. The organization never stops. You can name your ramp whatever you want. The important part is to add the invis keyword at the end. We don't want to actually see these ramps, only collide with them. Before anything else, I forgot to mention the spinner's origin. Right now its origin is here, which will cause it to spin like this. We fix this by going to Object, Set Origin, Origin to Geometry. Next, I want to make sure this water here has no collision. I start by entering edit mode and selecting the water. We can speed this process up by pressing C on the keyboard so I can multi-select. Then I separate the water into a separate object. The no col keyword makes the water have no collision. Next up, I'm anxious to get these ladders working. I enter edit mode and select each ladder. Then I separate each ladder into its own object. The ladders will need a ladder keyword in order for them to function in game. If you remember from the last video, these ladders had visibility problems. We'll fix that now by entering edit mode. Make sure face select is turned on, then head over to your overlay menu. In this menu, turn on your normals like so. It can help us see what we're doing by increasing the line size. These normals tell us which way a face is facing. If it's facing the wrong way, we will not be able to see it. Select the faces with normals facing the wrong way, then press Shift-N on your keyboard to flip them the correct way. Finally, we're ready for our next test. With everything selected, export your map as an object. To fix the scale, I like to set it to 2.75. You can choose a value that works best for you. Then copy your files over to your test maps folder. Launch your game, then load the test map in practice mode. As you can see, the scale looks a lot better. The tire is working, and so are these stairs, although they are quite bumpy. We can now fall through the water as well. Our spinner is working, but we have an issue with the ground. The ladders no longer have visibility problems, and we can climb them, just not in the way we're expecting. The snowball pile is working, although it likes to vanish. We'll fix all these issues and more in the next video.